everybody to another episode of Corvette's 918. I want to thank you for stopping by the channel this morning. And if it's 9 a.m. and you're watching, hope you have a wonderful and blessed weekend. You know, ever since I've started releasing my videos there at that 9 a.m. time frame, there's about 200 of you, man. It's like clockwork. It's that first hour has got a couple of hundred views, and I want to thank you again for your support on this channel. You know, these videos, sometimes when you're vlogging, sometimes you don't want to vlog. Sometimes it's kind of like, you know, hey, I want to skip a week. But at the same time, I love doing this. It's a lot of fun. I love bringing you the Corvette. I love bringing you footage of the Corvette Club. And then I like to talk to you guys, you know, every, you know, third or fourth video just about something about the car or something that might be going on with the Corvette. And so this week I am going to talk about something that I get a lot of questions on. Again, there's a lot of new people that are coming in. I've had over 650 new members to the Corvette 918 family here within the last month and a half, 2 months. You know, it took me 8 months to get 200 family members on here. And again, you know, guys, if you are stopping in for the first time, this is my YouTube family. You know, you guys are more than just subscribers. You're people that are very loyal to the channel. You're also, you know, very kind in your comments and your support. And I just hope that you enjoy the videos that I'm putting out each week. With the Corvette Club and so forth. But this week I'm going to be talking about the Corsa Extreme catback system that I have, which is does have the X pipes, and I'm gonna put some test footage out there so you guys can hear this thing on takeoffs, up on the highway, getting up there to 4,000, 5,000, 6,000 RPMs, 7,000 RPMs. And I'm gonna have a GoPro on the back, kind of pointed down at it, and then I'll have some different GoPros here on the car, so you can kind of see some different footage angles as I'm doing this. But I also want to talk a little bit, just really briefly, about the Dodge Demon. You know, I did make a video a few months ago that was kind of my thing. I was waiting for that to be released and was definitely thinking about purchasing one of these. But I don't think that car wasn't what I thought it was gonna be. I thought it was gonna be, you know, like a Hellcat on steroids, from the standpoint of this, that it was gonna be something that you could not only be really kick butt with on the streets, but it could be a daily driver. You know, I really wish they would have released the Hellcat, in the Demon, in the Charger format as well as the Challenger. And if the Charger would have been maybe, you know, 800 horsepower or something of that nature, if they needed to tune it down. But, you know, I don't know. You know, I think that is for the enthusiasts of Dodge. That's who that's satisfied. But for those who have Corvettes, for those who may be in, you know, other types of cars and are really kind of, you know, I give it to Dodge, man. I mean, they know how to market their products. And I was excited about the car. But to see what it is now, it's not really something I'm interested in. I'm not interested in a car that's got 849 or 840 horsepower that when you press the button, when you press it and get on it, the front wheels come off for 3 feet, whatever it was. You know, I was hoping to have something that was a little bit more powerful than, you know, the Hellcat. You know, and again, that's where I think the 800 horsepower, I would have liked to see an all new interior being done with, you know, Napa leather and suede and Alcantara and different things like that. But evidently they're, you know, and I understand that Dodge is about muscle cars, and it's a great era to be in. We haven't seen this kind of explosion in horsepower since the 60s. So I'm excited about that, but I think they could have took that car and made some different options with it to bring in more people, because it's my understanding, again, I don't know everything, but they're only making about 3,000 of these for the US to start with. And but hey, it's made my choice easier. We're probably going to be staying with the Z06 unless the ZR1 is what I'm hoping it's going to be, and that is around 750 horsepower, maybe 775, and not $130,000. So if that's what it is, then I could see myself definitely going from a Z06 to a 2018 ZR1. But guys, I've rambled on long enough. Let's get some footage of the exhaust, and let's get into this week's video. Sunny day outside, and I thought today's video I would go over a couple of things that I've been asked recently. The first one being, you know, Chuck, I just bought a new Corvette, or I have a Corvette. You know, what exhaust do you recommend? And you know, if you've watched my videos in the past, you do know that I have the Corsa Extreme exhaust system. Corsa makes a couple of different ones, but I do have their Extreme. You know, it was between that and the Borla Attack, and you know, I went with Corsa Extreme on my 2015 Mustang GT, and then I just followed up when I bought the Z06 with the same exhaust, and really for only one reason. And that was the customer service that I got. You know, I originally had thought about getting the Borla, but I'd contacted their office and told them, hey, you know, I got a new Mustang. You know, I've seen a YouTube video or two. You know, is there any way I could, you know, maybe get a little bit of information on it? And, you know, and it may have been just the guy was having a bad day, but you know, he really wasn't too excited about. You know, basically said they were busy. You know, if, you know, call back in a couple of days. I had asked him if he had an email address. Maybe I could send him something. He could send me something on email. Sorry guys, the Max 360 is going crazy because evidently there's a cop nearby. Now this thing is going off. This might be a good. I mean, it's going off. It's got like 5 bars. Oh, there he is. He's over there. Thing is. I'm gonna unplug it, guys. I'm gonna unplug it because I don't want to hear the 360 Max say, Chuck, there's a cop coming, there's a cop coming. That's great, Mr. Max, whenever I'm going 120. I need to know that. But when I'm going 41 and a 40, I'm good. To me, they sounded a lot alike. Now, guys who I've talked to who do have the Borla, you know, Attack, you know, like it's a little bit deeper tone. I think they're both great exhausts. Number one, I don't even think you need to change the exhaust if you don't want to. You know, if you've got one of the new 2016 or the 2017 Grand Sport, or you've got a Z06 and they've got that, you know, performance package on it where it's got the, you know, the exhaust that have the MPP that you can turn on and off. You know, it sounds really good, just stock. I just wanted, you know, of course I wanted the black tips. I wanted, you know, something a little bit more aggressive than just the stock exhaust. But again, guys, these cars, you've seen last week's video of the exhaust of those guys getting on, and there was a lot of them with stock exhaust, and they sound really, really good. We're back there on the exhaust, so I want to be able to give you guys some sound clips and some footage of that. You know, there goes the cop, he went the other way. So we'll plug the Max back in, since we're probably gonna go a little bit, just a little bit over the speed limit. Not much, just a little bit. I'm just gonna do a pull right down the street, so that there's nobody around, and y'all guys can hear this exhaust on the back just from idling of just what it sounds like. And I'm gonna punch it. I'm gonna punch it until I can get as far as I can here before I gotta slow down. Here we go. So the exhaust, what I love also, and I'm sure the Borla is the same way, but the Corsa Extreme has absolutely no drone whatsoever. You don't hear anything in this car from the standpoint of when you're just cruising. You know, when you're just driving down the road and, you know, you're really not, you know, getting on it or anything like that. It's a very comfortable ride, especially, you know, you're going 80 miles an hour. You can't even hear the exhaust. You can't hear. It's just a really, really quiet exhaust system until you actually hit it. And when you hit it, then that's when you begin to hear it. You know, you hear it a little bit right now, just because you're kind of shifting through the gears. But I love the Corsa Extreme. Some of you guys, I know you've emailed me, sent me messages. You have it as well. You know, it was relatively inexpensive. I did the X pipes were like $5.95. And the catback system and the exhaust and everything with the black tips, you know, I think it was like I paid for everything was like $2,800, and then Chris and my vet club installed it all for me. All right, guys, you know, I do want to get some feedback from you guys. Depending on what the rollout of the ZR1 is, even though we don't know exactly what it is yet, I think we have a pretty good idea. If that car comes out at 750 horsepower, all the same trimmings, which it sounds like it's going to, of the Z06, and this thing isn't ridiculously priced, meaning $130,000, then I'm probably going to order one of those. I'm probably 95% positive I'm going to order one of those. But if it's not that, if it comes out those specs, but they're wanting $135,000 for the car, I'm not going to do it, guys. Just isn't worth it for the horsepower. It's more of just saying you have a ZR1 at that point, and that's just not a price for me. So what I'm probably, or what I will do at that point, is I'm going to order a 2018 Z06, and I am looking at two different colors. I'm either going to do red with all black accents in carbon fiber, all carbon fiber accents. I'm gonna be able to I'm gonna put everything carbon fiber on except for the side mirrors, which they'll be carbon flash, but spoiler, splitter, stinger insert, the hood, all that's going to be carbon fiber dash. I'm gonna have the red seats on the inside with the microfiber inserts. I'm really, right now, guys, I don't know if I'm going to do the A8, the automatic 8-speed, or if I'm going to do the standard 7. The 8 is a whole lot faster, guys. I've driven them both. Some people say, you know, you got to have an automatic if you're going to have a sports car. I mean, you got to have a standard. I don't believe that at all. I think you just drive whatever it is you want to drive. What's nice about this car is you can just sit here, put both hands, and you don't have to worry about shifting. You don't have to worry about anything. You just hold on for the ride. You just hold on for the ride. And I'm sorry, my camera's shaking all over the place. We're doing the red with the all black, with all carbon fiber, or I'm going to do white, the Arctic white, with everything black as far as all of its accents. Let me know if you guys were ordering one out of those two colors, what you would go with. Well, I know black always has a place in my heart, but you know, I want to get something that has a little bit of color in it. You know, Again, I love the black. You know, everybody knows that a black sports car is the best looking car when it's cleaned up. I mean, there's no doubt about it. But you know, it's just, it is, man. It's I don't know. It just, for someone who has serious OCD like I do, a black car is just probably not the best thing for me.
I feel the need for speed.
I'd be honored if you became a part of the Corvettes 918 family. I do put out a video every Saturday morning at 9 a.m. And I don't overload you with 5 videos a week. And I'm not a daily YouTuber. I own a business and have lots of things to manage and a family and other things as well. But I enjoy putting a video together every week for you guys, dealing with the Corvette, dealing with something car related, sharing a little bit something about me, every now and then, taking you guys on Corvette cruises. So if you're brand new here, definitely hit that subscribe button. Make sure you give it a like, drop a comment. I do give away a $25 Amazon gift card each and every Friday. Actually had someone in Mustang, Oklahoma last week, so that was cool. Fellow Okie. But all you gotta do is subscribe to the channel, like the video, drop a comment on each of my videos, and get in the drawing, and I'll send you a $25 gift card to Amazon, to Starbucks, to Subway, Chick-fil-A. There's a number of different ones that you can choose from. But again, guys, I appreciate you stopping by the channel, and until I see you next Saturday at 9 a.m., guys, I hope you have a blessed week.
was too young, and I didn't understand that you